Hi guys, I did sort of say that I was going to cover this on one of my live streams over the weekend. I think it was either Thursdays or Saturdays. Might have been Saturdays actually. And this video kind of comes in two parts. The first one being this that I'm going to cover now, and the second one sort of a continuation. Now with this video I am going to link up above the video that Phil did. Yes, I'm a big Phil fan. No, I don't agree with everything he says or does, but I'm a big fan of his. And he did a very comprehensive look at this entire situation. So, I'm going to paraphrase, but if you want the full timeline up until last Thursday, go and watch the full video, because his timeline is a lot better than mine will be. Right, so Faze Banks, Alyssa Violet and some of Alyssa Violet's family went to a bar called, I can't find the bar, it's a bar in Cleveland, and I'll leave some articles down below as well. And while they were there, I think some of Alyssa Violet's family was with them, and while they were there, Alyssa Violet was using a toilet that she wasn't supposed to be using because it was too close to some of the staff, and the bouncers were trying to get them away from the downstairs area, because downstairs is where they keep some of the money and stuff like that, so they try and keep the amount of people downstairs to a minimum. And they were trying to get them upstairs, and a huge brawl sort of erupted. Now, there is footage, but some of the footage isn't exactly the clearest. There's one bit where it says that Faze was acting aggressive because he was stood talking to all bouncers near the toilets, and he was going like this, which is apparently how he danced it, apparently. But somebody who doesn't know that would automatically assume he's being aggressive because he's going like this. So, and then the bouncers try and get them upstairs. And in the midst of all that, from the looks of it, Faze Banks gets somebody in a headlock, and then that person gets out of the headlock because the other security staff get involved, and then they start escorting Faze Banks out. At one point, Faze Banks does end up in a headlock, and then they separate Faze Banks from Alyssa. And Alyssa's trying to get at the guy who's restraining Faze Banks, but another guy's stopping her, and he's just literally going like this, so that she can't get past. And then it goes to outside. Security thinks everything's sorted. While they're outside, first off, this other couple starts kicking off with him, because Alyssa's photographing them. They also photograph a supposed staff member that has nothing to do with the bar. He's just a local and a regular. And then other Faze Banks and Alyssa just keep antagonising people until the couple that had already attacked them again. And I think one of them was sort of antagonising Alyssa, and it started in a brawl, and Faze Banks hit somebody more than once. Phil shows all the footage, so I would really recommend you watching that. And out of it, Alyssa gets a black eye and a really badly bruised lip, and Faze Banks breaks his finger. Faze Banks claims that one of the bouncers inappropriately touched Alyssa, but there is no evidence of that. Now, the area where the inappropriate touching happened is the stairwell, and there is no cameras there, which is, some bars are like that, but the main bars I've ever been to do have cameras on the stairs, because they do it as like a protection against lawsuits in case somebody falls down the stairs and say that they were pushed and things like that. But not all bars run by that rules. And if there had been cameras on the stairs, it would have been better. But one of the angles that you can see, there is no touching between one of the security staff or Alyssa at all. I think this opinion is probably going to be very unpopular, and I probably might even get hit for it. My opinion is that the girls, Alyssa wanted to use the downstairs bathroom because she didn't want to have to wait in the upstairs bathroom. So because of who they are, they thought that they could get away with going somewhere that they shouldn't have been. And then when the security told them, at first obviously they were very nice about it, and they say, you know, come on, you shouldn't be down here. They didn't really like that, and then it kicked off. It's like, come on, let's go. That's just my opinion, that it appears that because Faze Banks is one of those people that has a big following, and he's one of those people that have a big influence and a big impact on a lot of things. He thinks he can do what he wants, but unfortunately that's not true. And he doesn't like the fact that he got told no. I think that's one of the major facts in this instance, is the fact that he got told no, and he doesn't like that. Whether was the other couple right in getting involved? No. Should that other couple have got involved? No. Should that other couple have thrown punches at both Faze and at Alyssa? No. But when you act like a dick, people act like a dick. When you act like a dick, people act like a dick back. And the fact that he was saying that guy sexually assaulted Alyssa, that guy works for the company on his Snapchat, and he's horrible. When he, now I'm not saying that Alyssa said, oh, this happened and it didn't. I don't know the full story. He keeps doubling down on that, even though there is no evidence anywhere on any of the footage to prove that anything happened. The vast majority of the time what happened is somebody was keeping Alyssa away from the guy that was trying to restrain and trying to control Faze Banks. Now, obviously this has kicked off whole legal issues. I think police did get involved, a judge is getting involved, and he's told Faze Banks to stop the cyberbullying campaign towards the boy, because he's constantly going off on him on videos, and he's constantly going off on him and saying, no, this is what happened, when the video disproves half of what he's saying, because it proves that at one point he had somebody in a headlock before anybody had him in a headlock, and his fans are bombarding the same bar with cyberbullying. Now, yes, does a media personality, whether it's normal media or new media, have full control over their audience? No. Why? Because they just don't. Now, the other issue is, he said he wasn't drunk. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But this is going to be a big issue, and he's already in legal trouble for it because of the cyberbullying campaign, and because he's claiming one thing and the boy's claiming another, when the footage that we have received from the boy doesn't prove anything of what he said. He said that he was choked out. No, he was put in a headlock after he put somebody else in a headlock. Then the fact that he's saying somebody touched Alyssa when there's nothing to do with that. Like I said, the main reason why Alyssa and Faze got hurt was because of this other couple that got involved after the fight outside of the bar, and that was because Alyssa was Snapchatting, and this other woman was constantly trying to get into the Snapchats, and Alyssa was Snapchatting, and this other woman was constantly, she was making sure she was in shot at the camera and things like that. So Alyssa turned around and confronted her about it, and a fight started. The male member of the other couple tried to separate his partner and Alyssa, at which point, because I think the guy had Alyssa like this, across her chest like this, then at one point Faze Banks must have already started punching and punched the guy, and that's how he broke his finger. Then obviously the security got involved, and then the cops were called. Now, in some respects, this has some similarities to what happened with Rice and Gabby. Now, with Rice and Gabby did nothing that would have retorted in the reaction Rice had. All she said was the words ghostwriter and he just snapped. Whereas with Faze Banks, this is something, it literally started, then stopped, then started, then stopped, then started, then stopped. And if he was really, really pissed off, he should have just gone home and said, you know, that boy's a lot of shit, blah, 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 and dealt with it the right way. He is young, I'll give him that, and young people don't always think with their common sense. But it's ridiculous that he is saying one thing happened, even now he's saying it, when it has been proven that the complete opposite has happened, and that the things he said haven't happened, and I don't think he understands that he has one vision of what happened in his head when everything else proves it didn't happen that way. He's in for a rude awakening, and I don't think the judge is going to be very understanding of him, shall we say, because the sheer fact that he's thinking that he can get away with slandering a company when their security did the best that they can, it's horrendous. Now, I'll probably get hate on this video, and I'm used to it, but that will lead me on to the next video, so which is kind of a continuation on to this video, and it kind of reinforces something I've been meaning to cover in a while. Right, so I'll leave you with this video for now. This video will probably go up on Wednesday, the day before my mum comes over. You will have a live stream Thursday, and then part 2 of this video will be out on Friday. The reason why I can do a live stream on Thursday is because my mum said that she's fine with me doing a live stream after I've gone to bed at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, after he's gone to... Once the other half's gone to work and she's settled downstairs, because she sleeps downstairs when she comes, so I'm looking forward to seeing her. So I would definitely log in to see the Friday video, because it's an interesting one. There probably won't be a live stream Friday night or Saturday night. Probably one Sunday night. So you will have at least one live stream in between to act as your third video for this week. I'm hoping to get next week's videos done this week as well. I've just figured out what I'm going to cover and go from there. Anyway, stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you very soon.